Oh, look at it go! Oh yeah.
Hello and welcome to Whiteland Restorations and the Talbot projects, the Lotus Talbot project. Today we are going to be stripping the paint off the roof, sadly. And it's a bit of a shame, it's so nicely painted, well, it's so painted.
We found a few issues under the roof.
Yeah, it's got rust coming through. It's not been that long painted.
We'll show you, let's have a look. Let's see what we found.
You see the rust coming through the primer stages there? That's obviously the bare metal and that's the rust. Also, it doesn't look like there's any etch or anything, they're just painted directly to the steel.
So we have masked up the top of the car, ready, because it is a very fragile roof skin. So we are going to be paint strippering it.
Aye, paint stripper.
Yeah.
Do you want to see the paint stripper?
Get the paint stripper.
It's over here. This is the paint stripper.
It's the best stuff, isn't it?
Synth strip. We've got our PPE, we've got our masks, we've got some paintbrushes, we have a car. Let's put a plastic over the car we don't want paint stripper onto. Yeah. And launch some paint stripper at it.
It's the only way. I mean, it's such a fragile roof skin. We can't risk attacking it with with the DA.
Not with the DA. The DA would be okay, but it would take forever. So we're going to
just don't want any heat into it, do we?
Right, look how it's quite skinny. Look at that. Ooh.
Are you ready to strip this car's roof?
I am ready to rumble.
Let's go.
I'm ready to strip.
You're always ready to strip.
Hey, less of my previous vocation.
Whee!
Right, if you're masking in this way by tape lining and then cutting it with a blade, just don't press. Let the blade do the cutting. If you press, you're likely to go through the layers of masking tape and into the paint. So nice and gently over the plastic, and it separates. Boom. And then you get the tape, which you put the
which you've left
over.
Underneath the film.
Yep, totally on purpose.
How would you like some, Mr. Storm?
Always. And that is how we do that.
Rolling. So there is the paint stripper we're dealing with today. And we've obviously got respirators, safety glasses, disposable brushes, some latex, not latex.
And we'll put the extraction on.
Put the extraction fans on, nitrile gloves, and that's it. Obviously we're going to be wearing these masks, so you won't hear us talking much.
No one wants to hear us talking.
No one wants to hear us talking anyway.
Yeah. Right, before we go too far, Leanne.
Yeah.
I want to scratch your roof up really nasty. If you run the blade across the paintwork in a hexagonal sort of crisscrossy pattern, it'll allow the paint stripper to get into the bottom of those grooves and it'll pick it a little faster.
This is the only time that's acceptable.
Yeah. So.
Oh, look at it go! Oh yeah. Is he popping over?
Coming over, I said, I'll make you a nice cup of coffee, maybe even an ice cream. Is there all ice creams? Oh Jesus, I hope there's ice creams.
Have we got any ice cream?
We've got some ice cream.
It's time to peel back the plastic.
Nice and slow.
Right, we need a back to practice camera.
Right, the paint stripper seemed to do its job. We are down to the steel all over. We gave it 2 sessions of paint stripper and we left it a few hours between coats. So now this is the end of the day. So we're going to wipe off any of the excess paint stripper with some water to neutralize it and to clean it off. And then we're going to try some evaporust and some scotch, scrub it, really get it nice and clean, nice steel, and that should hold it off until tomorrow when we come in. We'll finish off the edges, we'll pop the screen out, we'll pop the gutters out, we'll strip all the paint down to the edges, and we will epoxy the roof. So that's white.
Get on with it.
The mask back on the
Yeah,
sticks.
mask back on.
Stinks in here.
We've got the extraction fans on, that's why it's loud. But we'll crack on with this. Get all the excess paint stripper. That's strong paint stripper. Isn't it?
It's good stuff, isn't it? It's really
Really
good this
good
roof
stuff.
off.
Really good stuff.
I mean, I wouldn't normally recommend putting water onto steel ever.
No,
It's a
but
bad idea. But you've got to neutralise that paint stripper.
Has
You've
to be
got to neutralise
neutralised.
it.
Right, this is what we're going to be using to really remove all the surface rust off the roof of the car. This is a vapor rust. It is amazing stuff. Safe. We put it into the spray bottle. We're going to use some red scotch to work it in, and it is going to get rid of all the rust that might have formed on the roof.
The roof is nice and clean and mean and metally.
Metally, paint free.
Paint free.
We can see evidence.
You can see everything now.
We can see everything.
See everything. We can see you. If you look here, you can see all these little rust spots that weren't removed. So
rust. That was not removed.
but yeah,
Hold on, rust there. In fact, there isn't a part of this roof
that has not got rust on
that
it.
has not got rust on it. You can also see, if you have a look on the roof, if you can see all these different patches of different colour metal, like,
Yeah, you can clearly
like
see
here.
someone's been at it with like
Yeah.
a felt disc on a whizzy wheel, tried to remove it. They've just skinned the surface.
They haven't done it well enough. It is just they've tried, but they failed, and a lot of it wasn't even touched. So we know what we've got to deal with now. Hello. Right, like I was saying, regardless of what has happened to this roof in the past, we have now got a blank canvas to work with.
Yeah, what are we painting?
Union Jack.
Union Jack. Oh my god.
No.
Awesome. No.
Let's fix it. First of all, we've got to deal with all these rust spots.
Yeah, we'll figure that out in a bit.
Figure that out.
I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that. I think
It's just a fragile roof skin, so we've got to be so gentle with whatever we do.
The low pressure in our little pressure pot sandblaster without making any mess. I think if we try to grind it out with a whizzy wheel, we'll create too much heat.
And dinks.
So I think the sandblaster, although that is going to make a right mess.
It is going to make a mess.
So we'll have to think about it. But we have to do it like tomorrow, don't we? Whatever it is we do, we have to do it tomorrow because we need to seal this roof. It's exposed steel. Don't like exposed steel.
No.
We need to sand it all back and make it nice and clean and fresh and nice.
And get it
all
covered in
these
epoxy.
dots out and epoxy it ASAP tomorrow.
Yes.
Which
First
is-
thing in the morning.
That's what that means. Yeah, ASAP first thing in the morning.
Is that what it's short for?
Yeah.
Bloody hell!
I know, right?
All these years, and I thought it was bring your own bottle.
What are we in?
Right. We are done for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Oh god, it stinks in here. Let's put the fans back on.
Yeah.
Right. Goodbye.
Or-
See you later.